and welcome to another sizing and review video with me, your girl T. And today we're going to be reviewing the PTULA Out of Range collection. Out of Range launches this Sunday, October 26th. I'll put the times here because I keep forgetting. I keep getting them messed up. All the different time zones, I keep forgetting and messing them up. So just so I don't say the wrong thing, I'm just going to put the times down here somewhere. But Out of Range, the theme is just to disconnect from our busy lives and all the chaos of the real world and to just unplug, disconnect, get out of range and be present, be in the moment. And I really like the symbolism behind the campaign. The clothes itself is not themed to that. It's just like the symbolism of the meaning. And then we get the fall colors and we get Pureluxe, which I love Pureluxe. So I'm really excited about this collection and I'm really excited to show you everything we have. These colors are just so pretty. We've got the cherry truffle, the slate gray, the indie pink, and these are just perfect colors. And then of course we've got our neutrals like our nude and our black and all that stuff. So such a great core collection, which I'm excited about. We also have some nice outerwear, like the quality of this outerwear, of the vest and the jacket, even the shrug, the quality of the fabric, and the way that they're made is just chef's kiss. Like literally the jacket is giving Carhartt jacket vibes. Like that's how good it is. And then of course there's accessories like the blankets and the beanie and the scarf and even jewelry. For a reference, here is my sizing. For PTULA Pureluxe, I tend to size normal for my top, so my normal size large that I do with most brands. But for the Pureluxe bottoms, I do prefer a size down. So I do size down to medium just because they do have plenty of stretch. And then I just want to feel a little bit more like put together, held in, and sizing down helps me achieve that. Okay, I won't keep you waiting. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about Pureluxe fabric. If you've been around for PTULA for a while, then you might know it formerly as Sierra. It is now Pureluxe. If you're new to Pureluxe or you're new to PTULA, Pureluxe fabric is this very like matte, buttery, soft, stretchy fabric. Somehow it is sweat wicking, even though it is buttery, and it just feels really, really nice. In my opinion, it is closest to Buff Bunny Newbury fabric. It's kind of that same soft feel, stretchy, again buttery. It's just really nice fabric. So the majority of these pieces are going to be Pureluxe fabric. Starting with the Pureluxe straight neck tank. I'm wearing the tank right now. It is literally just a tank. Okay, there is no shelf bra in this one. There's no padding in this one. None of it. It's just the tank. What I've seen a lot of girls doing is that they will layer it with the straight neck bra, and it almost looks just like a layered, like a two-tone type of tank. But because you have a bra, then you have the support. So for right now, for the purpose of this interview, I'm not wearing a bra. I'm wearing just the tank by itself, just so you can see. But again, it's a layerable tank, so you can totally layer it with the other cute bras, whether it's same color, different color, to make it a two-tone appearance, but it's super cute. It is going to be more of like a waist length. I know I'm wearing like the high-rise leggings, so they kind of overlap, but like it's like right here at my waist. So obviously if you have a long torso, it's going to fit you more, a little more cropped. But for me, it does overlap with my leggings. Again, Pureluxe fabric, straight neck. The straps are not adjustable, but they're very, they're thicker. They're not like little spaghetti straps. They're a little bit wider, so that makes them a lot more comfortable. I think they're the perfect length. They're not too long to where like I'm constantly having to pull my shirt up. They're not too short to where they're like tugging or making the tank feel too high up. They're just like perfect. Softest, comfiest, plain tank that I've seen in a while. I absolutely love it. Like I said before, for all of my tops, I'm wearing a large, including in this one, and this is the color Cherry Truffle. Next, I have the Pureluxe Classic Pocket Legging. So Pureluxe, because it's Pureluxe fabric. Classic, because it's the classic glute seam, not the elasticized one, just the normal glute seam. And pocket, because it has pockets. Now, because of the pocket, I wasn't sure if I could still size down to my normal medium, or if the pocket was going to make it feel a little bit thicker and therefore a little bit tighter. So I erred on the side of caution and just got my normal size large. And while I do like my large and I think they look really great and they're not falling off of me by any means, I think I still would have preferred my medium, just because I know that I prefer to not have as much fabric bunching around like my pelvis, around my hips, and then I just kind of want the leggings to sit just like literally at the small of my waist versus a little bit higher than that. Again, I don't hate my large, I just feel like I would have preferred my smaller size. So size according to your preference, okay? If you go with your normal size, you will be fine. But if you want a little bit more support, a little bit more compression, a little bit less fabric bunching, then you can size down. But I mean, I think my large look pretty great, as you can see here. The pocket is nice and wide. Like, I opened my hand inside the pocket so you could see like how wide the pocket is. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. I can fit my phone and my pepper spray in there, in the same pocket. 25-inch inseam. And the waistband in my normal size feels like an ultra high rise. So love the way that these leggings fit. They're so comfortable, so practical because of the pocket, but yet so stretchy. And I like this fabric because since it is like a more buttery matte fabric, I feel like it's a little bit warmer compared to like FeatherTech or even Bare Pro. It's a little bit warmer, so going into fall, I think this is going to be a great option too. But I mean, they look pretty stinking good. This is the Pureluxe Straight Neck Bra, not to be confused with the Pureluxe Classic Bra. This is the one that is for the bigger cup sizes, so the other one is more A through C. This one's more A through double D. It is still going to be a light to medium support bra. I'm not going to lie to you. It is still going to be light to medium support. The coverage, for it being such a dainty bra, I actually really do love and appreciate the coverage because it's short line but long enough that I'm not popping out from the bottom, and it's a straight neck, but this band right here at the top of the bust I feel like does a really good job at just kind of holding down my girls so they're not popping out. So I really do appreciate this daintier bra for a larger cup size compared to the other one. Also, this one has wider straps. I wish these straps were adjustable. Sadly, they're not, but at the length that they're at right now, I feel like they're still pretty good. They're not too long, again, to where like the bra comes down. They're not too short where the bra digs into my armpits or anything like that. It's like a good standard length strap. As I said before, this under bust band right here does a really good job at supporting the girls so that they don't come under. Again, still light to medium support, okay? But I'm not gonna like fall under just from like raising my arm or bending over, anything like that. I've worked out and it stayed pretty well. Actually, the classic bra also stayed down pretty well for it even being a smaller version of this one. It does have padding, and I appreciate the padding and PTULA bras because it's a thicker, more structured pad, and it doesn't bend or lose its shape or get rolled into it. Like, I literally washed these bras with the padding in them, and when I took them out, the padding was still intact in shape. It didn't roll into itself. It didn't get folded into itself. Like, it kept the shape. And I really appreciate that about the PTULA padding. I don't know what kind of padding they have, but they've nailed it in that department. And it's not a funky shape or anything like that. Like, it's just, out of all the bras, all the brands that I've tried, PTULA's bra padding, in my opinion, is the best padding. The back is also very simple, just a very straight and narrow band. I got a large in this one, but I'm kind of curious if I had sized down to a medium, if it would have just hugged me a little bit better and felt more supportive, or if it would have been too small and like dug in. I don't know. I wish I knew. I like my large. My large is nice and comfortable. Like I said, I have plenty of coverage and support, but part of me kind of questions, what will a medium look like? So I don't know. If you're in between sizes and you want to feel more snug, I would say go with your smaller size. Next, I have the Pureluxe Sculpt legging. So the Sculpt legging has a sculpting glute seam. It's an elasticized seam, so it kind of accentuates the glutes a little bit better. It's not like a scrunch, like a visible scrunch. It's just an elasticized band. Think kind of like what you would find in Plush knit leggings for Buff Bunny. Very similar to that. Now for classic, or actually for non-pocket leggings, I've been getting my medium. I said I prefer a size down, a medium. As you can see from the video here, they fit me great. The rise is ultra high rise. I still have plenty of space in the waistband. They're very stretchy, very roomy, very comfortable. However, this indie pink, while it is such a pretty pink, this is going to be the only sheer color, because honestly with cherry truffle and with slate, they're very squat proof. But indie pink, because it's such a light pink, it's not very squat proof, and it's also not very cellulite proof. So that if that is something that you care about and you don't want in your leggings, just heads up that maybe stay away from the indie pink color. Maybe go for the cherry truffle or the slate, black, any of the other colors, because this one is going to show all of those things. Again, it has that sculpting glute seam, so it just kind of makes the glutes pop. I feel like because this color is so light, it kind of like takes away from what the sculpting glute seam is supposed to do. But listen, when I wear the sculpt seam and other colors, the booty looks bootylicious. I'm definitely a sculpt seam girly. I appreciate the classic, but I'm definitely a sculpt seam. So I like that there's two versions of the same leggings so that you can choose. Like, do you want to accentuate your glutes? Cool, go with sculpt. Not your thing? Cool, go with classic. Because it's literally the same legging, it's just the glute seam is different. But again, Pureluxe fabric, soft, buttery, stretchy, medium support. Everything we love about the fabric in this legging. This is the Pureluxe Signature Bra. This is the smaller of the two bras, the daintier of the two bras. This is recommended more for through an A through C cup, and then the straight neck one is more an A through double D. So as a D cup, it is going to be dainty, but it does still cover me. And I did work out in it. I did a back day, and surprisingly, it did very well. Like with me, like having to do lap pull downs and things like that, it stayed fine. The straps are adjustable, so you are able to kind of like play with it and make it fit wherever you want it to. This elastic band right here does a good job of just kind of like staying put. Same thing up here. It's more like a hidden one. Like on the outside you can't see it, but it's there. On the inside it's hidden. So again, it also does a pretty good job. Still light support though, guys. It is light support. We've got the thin, almost like spaghetti straps. That's why I said with the straight neck you get the wider straps. This is definitely going to be more daintier. I don't feel like they dig in at all. Again, but you can also play with the adjusters in the back. But I also think it depends a lot on the weight of the size and weight of your breasts, right? Because it might weigh down the bra, which would then make this like dig into your shoulders, but on me it doesn't dig in at all. It's a very simple bra. It's almost like a little not, I keep wanting to say tube top, but that's not what they call it now. What do they call it now? Bandeau? That's what they call it now. It's like almost like a tiny little bandeau with straps. That's literally what it feels like. Back, again, also very simple, just straightforward like that. I feel like maybe I could have done a medium because like I do have a lot of room. I feel like maybe if I had gotten a medium, it would be a little tighter, but then I'm afraid that it would also be like, you know, and then I would be slipping out of it. So I think I'd rather just stick with my normal size on this one. Adjustable straps, again, they don't dig in. It's just a dainty bra. So if you have a smaller chest size, it's gonna be perfect for you. As a D, it's like, it's not bad, but it's like if I were any bigger, I don't know that I could wear it. But it is very comfortable. And I'm wearing, again, a size large for my 3060 bust, and this is the color Slate. Paired with the bra, I am wearing the Pureluxe Sculpt shorts in the color Slate as well. Love them. High rise. Good medium support, light to medium support, I would say, because they are shorts. I feel like the leggings are a little bit more supportive than the shorts, but the shorts still are pretty good. Full tummy coverage. And then we've got the Sculpt glute seam, so it kind of just contours the booty cheeks a little bit better. Squat proofness, it's pretty good. I'm wearing the same black thong here that I've been wearing with all the other colors. Can't really see it. And then in the cellulite department, I think it's much better than Indie Pink, obviously. So overall, I really like this gray. I never really thought I was a gray activewear girly. I always see people requesting, can we get gray? Can we get gray? My very first launch with Buff Bunny way back in 2020 was Rebel. And it had a lot of yellow and a lot of gray. And I mean, I remember liking gray and I wore it all the time at that moment. But I never found myself like wishing we could have more gray. You know, it was just like, to me, it was just a color. But lately, now that we've been seeing more brands come out with gray, I find myself gravitating a little bit more towards the gray. But this dark slate gray is just, it's so good. It's perfect for fall. It complements my skin. It's really good at being like squat proof and like cellulite proof. So this one I really like. Let's talk about the knit Shrug sweater, which was a big surprise for me. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I thought it looked super cute on all of the other girls, like on the models when they sent us like the information for the launch, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it on me per se, but obviously we have to find out. So I ordered it and I am so pleasantly surprised. I love it. I'm not really like a big Shrug bolero person. I kind of have to be in the mood to wear a Shrug bolero. Like if in my head I'm like, ooh, that would be a cute fit, and like that's the vibe I'm going for, then I'm all for it. But like on the regular, I'm not. I'd rather do like a baby tee or a hoodie or a t-shirt. So Shrugs, boleros, things like that I don't gravitate towards a lot, but this one I love. So a couple of things to keep in mind here. One, it only comes in 2 sizes. It comes in a combined a combined small medium size and then a combined large extra large size. I got the large extra large size. It is so roomy. I wish I had the other one to be able to compare for you, but sadly I don't. But the large extra large, I mean, it's plenty roomy. So I love the size I got. I just like the slouchy look of it too. Obviously if I had gotten the smaller one, I feel like it would be a lot more fitted and maybe even a lot more open, but because this one is bigger, I have so much room and it's so cozy. Like it's so comfy. As far as the fabric itself, and I've gotten this question a lot, it's like, why is it so much? Because it is one of the pricier items. I totally understand that. And I know that someone, I think in my Discord, I think it was Emma, if you're watching this, I think it was Emma, had asked a question like if it had wool or something else in the fabric that would probably make it a little bit more pricey. When I look at the tag, it just says it's 52% viscose, 20% nylon, 28% polyester. So no wool or anything like that, but the quality of this Shrug is just so good. Like, it is nice and thick. It is so soft and luxurious. Like, it is such a good quality Shrug. I am so impressed, and I mean, I can kind of see why it would be that price, but again, I understand that it is one of the pricier items. Now, because it does feel more luxurious and thicker, I would not consider this like an active wear Shrug. To me, this is more of a lounge piece, a layering piece, and like an outerwear piece, not a gym piece. Like I will not wear this to the gym. I can tell you that right now. I will wear it as a cover up to and from solid core. I will wear it around the house. I will wear it out, or like if I do like a athleisure cozy day, for sure. I just know that for the gym, it just feels too nice and too thick to be able to work out in it. Plus it's just loungy, you know, it's like a loungy knit Shrug. So I don't know, it's so cute, so cute, so pleasantly surprised. Let me show you the back so you can kind of see where it hits. So it kind of, for me, it comes like right at the top of my glutes, like right here. Again, I am wearing the size large, extra large. The other thing that I really appreciate about the Shrug, and I'll post a picture right here, is the opening, because it kind of comes like it's at a triangle where it comes in towards the top. So that means that it's gonna stay on your shoulders and not be constantly falling off, slipping off, or anything like that, because it comes in. So I just think that that was such a smart way of designing the shrug to ensure that it's comfortable, and honestly it just looks so much more flattering. Like, it's totally ballerina vibes, 100% cozy ballerina vibes. Love. It only comes in 2 colors. Sadly, I would have loved it in a pink, but this nude color I think is really good, and it goes so well with the other colors. It goes well with indie pink, it goes well with black, it goes well with cherry truffle. Such a good basic neutral color, and you can wear it with anything else that you might already have in your closet. This is the Pureluxe long sleeve crop. It is crop length, still Pureluxe fabric, soft, stretchy, buttery, all that good stuff. I'm wearing my normal size large. We've got a nice scoop neckline, cropped length, cuffed sleeves with thumb holes in them, and it is the traditional vertical thumb holes. Super comfy. Again, I'm wearing my normal size large. It is meant to be like a body skimming, body contouring crop. If you want more room, you can absolutely size up, because it's not tight by any means, but it's definitely body contouring, body skimming, body hugging. So if you don't want to feel that, you want to feel a little bit more room, a little bit more space, you can absolutely size up. I'm wearing the color black, and I just think it's such a cute crop, such a basic layer, like basic staple for layering, because even if I were to put my jacket on, I mean, just look, it's such a cute staple for layering. You just put it on with my jacket. All of these pieces are so good for layering. So I 100% approve of the crop. I'm so glad I got it in black because it's such a classic color. But I've seen the girlies wearing it in the indie pink, but I low-key want the pink one now. This is the cotton long sleeve tee. This is a longer length than the crop. The crop you saw fit me right here. This is going to be significantly longer than the crop. But again, it's just your normal long sleeve cotton tee. It's straight up a cotton tee. Let me see if I can focus on here. Straight up a cotton tee. It does have contrast stitching on the sleeves right here. We've got a scoop neck. It does have a slight sheerness to it, so you can see my indie pink bra through the white one. I couldn't tell you if the black one has sheerness to it too, but for sure the white one does, as you can see. Obviously, because I'm wearing the indie pink bra, like, you can see it, but it's not like so aggressive. However, if I was wearing like a black bra underneath, probably more noticeable. But I'm wearing my normal size large. I love my normal size large. Again, also a very body skimming, body fitting tee. If you want more room, if you want it to have a little bit more space, to be a little bit more loungy, then you can absolutely size up. But in your normal size, it should look something like this. I think I prefer the Pureluxe one. Not that I don't like this one, I like this one just fine, but I just feel like the Pureluxe fabric is just softer, butterier, nicer, more luxe, like the name says, Pureluxe. I just feel like it's a more luxe fabric compared to just a classic cotton. But if you just want you know, your normal long sleeve cotton tee, well, here you go. This is the Cloud Puffer Vest. I did get it in the size large, extra large, and when they say puffer vest, they mean puffer vest. In my opinion, this is definitely more of an outerwear piece, more of a like being in the snow, camping, campfire type of vest, because it is very puffy. I would not wear this for like running. This is not like an activewear vest. This is definitely more outerwear, snow, camping. Like, that's what I'm thinking of, okay? It is pretty long, and I mean, I'll put a video here too. It is pretty long, but what I do appreciate about this vest is that you can cinch it in. It does have the draw cords on the side, on both sides, so you can cinch it in, which you guys know I love to accentuate my small waist, my hourglass shape. So anytime there's any adjustability like this, I appreciate. So for this one in particular, I do love the ability to kind of just cinch it in and make it a little bit shorter. The collar is also the same puffy material, so you get a nice full coverage. I prefer to just kind of like fold it down. I just feel like it's more comfortable in my opinion. It does have a full zip, like all the way to the collar. So we do have a full zipper moment, and we do have big, nice, roomy pockets. Listen, if I was going to Colorado tomorrow, yes, 100% yes, I am taking this with me. For Texas, I feel like it's a little too much, but I'm glad to have it in my wardrobe for in case like it snows or I go anywhere where it snows. And I don't hate them, but I would have preferred if the shoulders were more straight, because you can see they kind of like come out. The shoulders come out, which I get. If for an outerwear jacket, you might want that just to kind of like keep you a little bit more covered and cozy. So if you live in cold climate, you probably will appreciate this and love this. But for Texas weather, I would have preferred a more straight shoulder. Does that make sense? But I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't not like it. It's just a preference, a personal preference. But overall, very cozy. I'm wearing the large, extra large size. I have plenty of room still here. So if you are an extra large or even a 2X, I think that you could probably get away with the large, extra large. Because, I mean, generally I'm a large and I'm got plenty of room. So we're good there. Yeah, love it. Also, this cloud puffer material is really nice. It's very, very puffy. Again, just like the jacket and the Shrug, feels very high-end, very luxurious, very nice, very high quality. Like, you're getting what you're paying for with these items. Again, so good. Although this is not suede like the jacket, it is more of a puffy material. I appreciate the matte finish, because sometimes with jackets, if they use more of that shiny material, it can end up looking more cheap or tacky. Sorry, don't come for me, but this one is not. There's no shiny material here. It's nice and matte, thick, warm, cozy, luxe. Again, it feels like a high-end outerwear piece. So if you're a girly who lives in cold climates, I think you're going to love this one. Next is perhaps my favorite out of all the outerwear pieces. It is the bomber puffer jacket. Again, I also got it in the large variation and in the color black, and it just feels so good. It is giving good quality. It is giving high quality. It is giving Carhartt quality. I have a Carhartt jacket, like just like a normal Carhartt jacket, and that's what this feels like. But it's so nice and comfortable. It is more of like a mid-length, so it comes like almost to my hips. So I'm gonna zip it up for you. It comes to my hips, as you can see. It's pretty good, like mid-length. Full zipper all the way to the top. It is a suede outer material, so I'm gonna get close. A suede outer material, but it has ribbing along the collar, ribbing on the cuffs, and then ribbing at the hem of the jacket right here. Of course, it has nice, big, roomy, functional pockets to keep your hands warm or to just hold any essentials. I already know I'm going to be wearing this jacket a lot just because it's so simple and it's such a staple, but it's still so cozy and warm. This is going to be my go-to jacket. I'm just literally going to have it hanging in my coat rack at my front door, and it's going to be the one that I just pop on when I need to run an errand, when I need to go somewhere really quick, because it's that good. If I had to choose between this and the vest, I would choose the jacket. I just like the jacket so much better. Not that I don't like the vest. I do like the vest, but I just feel like I would get more use out of the jacket, like more everyday use, than I would with the vest. There's no hood to this one. It's just the jacket. It is a little puffy. Y'all can probably hear me when I move. It doesn't bother me, but I know that some people like care about like things like that. Like, is your jacket noisy? To me, I feel like all jackets are noisy. So like I said, it doesn't bother me, but in case it bothers you, yes, it is a little noisy. The inside itself is not suede. It's just like a nice matte jacket material. So it's not itchy. It's not like suffocating. It's just really, really nice. There are some accessories with this launch as well. I have 3. I have the beanie, the scarf, and one of the blankets. There's actually 2 blankets. I do have one of them, so I will show it to you in just a minute as well. And then there's also like some jewelry, which I unfortunately did not get, but again, it looks super cute. So starting with the knit scarf, it is literally knit. It's just like a nice knit scarf. Because it's a scarf, it only comes in one size, but it does come in 3 colors. It's very soft. It's not at all itchy in any way, and she is pretty big. Like, she's nice and wide, and she's very long. So again, perfect for that cold climate. I don't know that I'll probably get much use out of it here in Texas, but she's cute. She's cozy, great for layering, great for tying because it is so roomy. Now there's like 50 bajillion ways to tie scarves, you guys know that. I'm pretty sure years ago I did one probably on my Pinterest showing all the different ways to tie a scarf, and because this one is so wide and roomy and long, you definitely have room to play with on how you want to tie it. But again, very soft, this like synthetic blend of whatever they use to knit. Very, very soft, very stretchy, but still warm. Like, it's still warm. Out of the same material, we have the beanie. Again, one size, 3 colors. It does have the PTULA branding right here, and it has like this. There's no like little puffer or anything like that, just a normal beanie. So I'm gonna actually have to take my hair down out of my claw clip for this. Okay, this is the knit beanie. I feel like the lighting in here kind of washes out the pink, but it's very cozy, very roomy. It comes over my ears. It is cuffed, but I mean, yeah, it's like your typical winter beanie. This I will wear in Texas because my ears get really cold. But yeah, and then I just kind of like to pull it down and kind of make it more like right at my head, but if that's not, because I know everyone likes to wear their beanies different, so you can totally do more of a like a traditional like coaty beanie, but I'm more of a bring it down, just cover my head type of girl beanie. But yeah, logo right here, super cute, subtle, not tacky at all, soft. I feel like I'm very like normal standard size head, and it doesn't feel tight. I've had some Alphalete beanies that are made for men, but then I put it on my head and they're hella tight. This one's not tight at all. This knit material is very stretchy, but it also doesn't feel like it's gonna fall off. Like, it's not super loose or anything. Again, warm, cozy, a good staple beanie. And then, like I said, there are 2 blankets. There's the Dream Cloud blanket. I'll put a picture of it right here. I don't have this one. This is kind of like your, I don't want to say fuzzy, but definitely like, it's not wool. I don't think it's wool, but like wool type of blanket. That's super soft one. It almost reminds me of like the cozy Christmas socks that you would wear, like that kind of material. Nice throw blanket quality. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Haven't felt it, haven't touched it, haven't seen it in real life. All I know is pictures, right? And then we have the Marshmallow blanket, which is the one that I got, and I got it in the color tan. I'll pull it up in just a minute. It's vegan and cruelty-free fibers. That's like a faux fur, super soft, and an ultimate haven for cool weather snuggling. So I have it. I have yet to open it. Well, I mean, I took it out of the packaging, but I have yet to unfold it. So let's do that together. Okay, before I open it, I mean, just look at it. She's so cute. She's definitely like a faux furry blanket. This would make a great Christmas gift for the blanket lovers in your life. I'm a blanket lover. I'm a blanket hoarder. I have a basket full of blankets in my living room. In fact, when I went to Joshua Tree last weekend, the only thing I brought back from Joshua Tree is a blanket. Because actually, 2 blankets. 2 blankets. I just love a good snuggly blanket. So I'm so excited about this one. Here we go. Oh, you guys. This blanket is heaven. She's so soft. So soft. Definitely, if I haven't already said it, definitely a great Christmas gift. I think I did say couch rock blanket of the moment, because she's just everything, and she's pretty big. She's pretty big. I can't show you the bottom. She's big, okay? Like, I don't know if she's like big enough for like 2 people, but she's definitely big to be cozy. It would also be really cute as like a throw blanket at the end of your bed, or on a couch, or on a big chair. She's so good. And she's like, again, just like all the outerwear, like the jackets and stuff, such good quality, so luxurious feeling. Wow. Now I wonder what the other one feels like, because this one is just insane. Alright friends, that is it. I know it was very short and sweet, but I hope I was able to answer some of your lingering questions. As always, please go into the comments and ask me anything that I might not have answered, any lingering questions, thoughts, comments. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. It helps me grow as a content creator and get these reviews into the hands of more women so they can make informed decisions when they shop online. Thank you so much for your support. Discount code is Teresa, and it also makes you eligible to enter my monthly support code giveaway. And I think that's it. Bye!